When I taught English medical terminology at a Middle Eastern medical school, just like that, I read the dictionary so my students didn't have to. I told them on the first day of class there is no possible way they can memorize every single word one by one that they're going to need to know, so instead I told them I'm going to train your brain. You're going to learn to make smart guesses so that you can recognize complex medical terms the first time you see them.
Alg. Pain.
Like that. That's a root. Here's an English medical term.
Analgesic.
Literally, it means something against pain. In other words, a pain reliever.
Hypalgesia.
There's another word with that root. Look at the sentence it appears in for some context. Neuropathy, that's nerve disease. Hypalgesia is a condition of insufficient pain, or in other words, reduced sensitivity to pain. Yes, of course, I also taught my students the roots for neuro and path, and ia and an. Hypophoresis, peri. With just a handful of roots, you can put together dozens of words, dozens, and dozens. So that was my class. It looked like this. You see, that was what it looked like. Those are my notes. Those are my actual notes. But now my class looks like this because I turned it into an app called Rootle. This is where you learn a root. This is where you get a guess word. This is where you get a sentence for some context clues. This is where you can look up more of the roots on this page for a little extra help. This is where you enter your best guess, and this is where you get a brief dictionary definition to compare to your guess. And it doesn't have to be an exact match. The idea with Rootle is for you to activate your brain, to make those smart guesses, and to learn to make the connection, to see the pattern, to understand the words you already know more deeply. Rootle is the only app that's dedicated to teaching you English medical terminology this way. Rootle has hundreds of roots, each of them with 2 or 3 guess words, and I'm adding more every month. And you can use it in Spanish, Arabic, French, Portuguese, and simplified Chinese. So welcome to my classroom. Talk to me in the comments and enjoy learning with Rootle.